What's up guys, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about progress with fitness. Everything to do with making progress with fitness. So if you're on your fitness journey right now, of course you want to be seeing results, you want to be improving. So I'm going to tell you everything you should be expecting, common mistakes to avoid, and how to see the most progress overall. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to mention is that you shouldn't always be looking at your physical progress. Sometimes you should be looking at other areas of fitness, right? There's your consistency, there's your tracking, there's your strength in the gym, there's your nutrition. There's so many other aspects of fitness and tracking your progress, not just how you look. Because how you look is a combination of many actions over a few months that will lead to a physical improvement. Of course, you can see some small adjustments and a few small changes and bits of results within that first month or two, but really it comes a lot later on. So what you have to really focus on is just the input. If you fully focus on the input, tracking your calories, eating enough protein, staying in the calorie deficit or calorie surplus depending on your goals, training consistently, increasing your strength, doing your cardio. If you consistently do all these different things, you sleep on time, you wake up on time, you do your stretching, you do all these different things, you are 100% guaranteed to see progress. And tracking is one of the biggest things which I think everyone should do because it's going to really show you everything you're doing right and wrong. That way you're not going to forget any details. You can see exactly what is holding you back. Is it your workouts? Is it your nutrition? Is it that you eat this certain food that you crave and that's putting you in a calorie surplus and that's why you're not losing weight? You have to be able to see all these different things, and that's why tracking is so important. So don't always measure your progress off how you look. That's only one of the factors, and that comes a little bit later on. So once you're doing everything right, really consistently, and you're building the habit and it's just feeling normal at that point, then you start feeling all the physical changes. And stuff like how your clothes fit, that's more important than just the weight on the scale. So don't only look at how you look and the weight on the scale. That will be very discouraging because those won't change so much unless you're focusing on the input. You have to focus on the input. That's like by far the most important thing. And it's pretty cool. Like if you just focus on the input, you kind of forget that you're even doing this. It's just part of your lifestyle. It's just something that you do. Then you're gonna look up 3-4 months later, you're gonna see you're in way better shape. You look way better. You're gonna see muscles you didn't even know existed, and it's gonna feel amazing. So I'll give you guys a little example for myself. So I've been doing a little bit of a lean bulk for myself. Of course, I was happy with my physique 4 months ago, but in this 4 months, I gained like 10 to 12 pounds of like mostly muscle. And my goal for the summer is to bulk up, build more muscle, and then do a little cut so I'm bigger, have more muscle, and leaner for the summer. So that's my goal. So in the past 4 months or so, I've gained like 12 pounds. But the thing is, for the first 3 months, I didn't really notice a difference. I saw the number on the scale going up, which is good for me. I was eating higher calories. I was training harder. I was increasing my weights in the gym, so I was getting stronger. And I was doing more cardio so I could stay lean as well. I was doing all the right input, right? And I wasn't really seeing too much physical progress. I thought I looked basically the same. And then just now, like in the past 1 week, like I've got way more people noticing I've been getting bigger and stronger and whatever. And not that I care so much about that, it's just those first 3 months were like basically no progress. Like in terms of visually, right? Of course I was doing all the input and I was improving in all those areas, but only now people started noticing. Only now my shirts were feeling a lot tighter, so I had to get them adjusted. Only now like the tailors were saying like, oh, your shoulders went here to here, like 1.5 centimeters out on both sides, like so you have to adjust it. Or if I meet someone I haven't seen in quite a while, they say, oh, you got bigger. And this only happened on month 4, and I know what I'm doing. Like I know I was doing everything right for my training and my nutrition and everything. Only after 4 months, people started noticing, and I started noticing. So it just goes to show, like if you focus on the input, you're gonna see all the progress. It just comes eventually. You have to be patient. This kind of takes me on to my next point, which is just overall patience. Fitness is not a quick thing. It's not a short-term sprint. It's a long-term marathon. And that's why focusing on the nutrition and your training and your overall habits and your lifestyle changes is the very best thing you can do, because those will stick with you forever, and therefore you'll always be seeing progress and always improving with your body. But if you're always focused on, how quick can I get to this result, you're not really focusing on the right things. You're focusing on how can I get this result as fast as possible, instead of how can I get this result and keep it for the rest of my life and have all these healthy lifestyle changes and feel good all the time. If you try to put your mindset towards overall health and long-term, like longevity, sustainability, you're gonna be in a way better position with fitness, long-term, of course. So don't think of it as a short-term sprint, think of it as a long-term marathon, and learn to enjoy your new lifestyle changes. If you don't like your workout plan right now, try find a workout plan that you do like. If you don't like the diet that you're having right now, Try have some healthy meals that you actually do like, some healthy desserts that aren't too bad for calories that you actually like. So think of it as, this is a lifestyle change, not just a short-term sprint. And by thinking of it as a diet isn't the right mindset, because a diet is kind of like, oh, the short-term thing. I'm on a diet for 3 weeks. I'm on a diet for a month. But that shouldn't be how it is, because after a month, you go back to your old diet, you're going to gain the weight back. It should be a matter of how can I make my new diet something I like, which is great for me. That's how it should be. Long-term marathon, and be very patient with it. Patience. So those are some important points. Another thing which is super important that I don't see that many people really focusing on is your strength in the gym. Like, progressive overload is amazing. If you're increasing the reps very slightly, and eventually you're increasing the weights, and you're gradually going up and up and up with all your weights and all your strength in the gym, you are going to be building muscle because your body is getting stronger. And as you get stronger, your body has to adapt to build more muscle. So if you're focusing on the input and you're gradually increasing the reps and increasing the weights you're using over time, you're going to be building more muscle, and you're going to be getting stronger, and your muscle mass will be increasing. And if you're following the right things with your diet, the right calorie intake, the right protein intake and everything, you will also be losing weight, and you will be losing fat and building muscle. So yeah, it's really important to focus on the numbers of your strength in the gym, numbers of your calories, and tracking them accurately. And you want to see your strength going up and your weight going down and the calories down. And if you just focus on those things, you are going to see a lot of progress. So instead of always focusing on the number on the scale, notice how neither of those things are your body weight. Like, your body weight fluctuates a lot. If you drink 2 liters of water, you're going to be 2 kg heavier. It's like 4.5 pounds. Your body weight isn't the most important thing. If you have a bunch of cheat meals in one day, let's say you have a whole cheat day, the next day you're going to weigh a lot more. It's not going to be fat. It's going to be undigested food. It's going to be these type of things. So don't look at your weight on the scale so much. Of course you should track it, and it's good to see it, but the focus should be on your input. The numbers of your strength in the gym, the numbers of your calorie intake, these things matter the most, and as a result, the number on the scale will come down. So it's good to have a certain weight goal, like I want to get to this weight or this weight, but that shouldn't be the only thing you look at. It should be other things as well. You should also be looking at how you feel, your energy levels. Like, are you feeling good while you're in this calorie deficit? Are you feeling more energetic, or are you feeling low on energy? Are your clothes fitting looser as your body is getting smaller, for example? Like, all these things are good to notice. Another point to mention is that plateaus are almost inevitable. In fact, I'm going to say they're almost guaranteed. So plateaus are basically where you're seeing progress, then you stop seeing progress for a while. Then you have to adjust your plan or adjust what you're doing to keep seeing more progress afterwards. This happens all the time. When I coach people, let's say their goal is to lose 40 pounds. Maybe after 20 pounds, they kind of get stuck. And then we're like, okay, we got stuck over here. Let's adjust the plan. Let's adjust the calorie intake. Let's increase the cardio. Let's change a few things so that you can keep seeing more progress. So yeah, plateaus are always normal. Let's say you're trying to gain weight. You might gain a certain amount of weight, plateau. And you're like, I'm doing everything right, but why am I not gaining more weight? You have to look back at the tracking, adjust a few things, and continue from there. That's why tracking is so important. If you have the tracking there, you have all this information, and you can see exactly what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong and what you could be adjusting. Whereas if you're just, going in the dark, you have no idea what's happening, you have no idea what your strength is in the gym, what your calorie intake is, you have no idea what's happening. So when you hit a plateau, it's very, very difficult to get past that because you don't know what to change. So if you're watching this, I'd say the number one habit, which we'll always refer back to, we'll always link back to, is your tracking. So just track some simple things. Track your strength in the gym. Write this down. Track your strength in the gym. Track your body weight every day. Track your calorie intake every day and your protein. And track your cardio. Track your energy levels. Track your sleep. Track your water intake if you like. You could always track anything. Like, whatever your goal is, track towards that. So if you have really bad shoulder pain, track that every day. Like, when you wake up first thing in the morning or at the end of the day, whatever it is, track what your pain is for your shoulder. Was it 5 out of 10 pain, 10 out of 10 pain? You can see this number kind of going down over time if you're doing the right things. If your posture is really bad, track if you did your posture exercises or not. Like, whatever you're trying to improve, track that. If you get the point. You get the point. Whatever you're trying to improve, track that one metric, and you're going to see so much more progress towards it because your attention is towards it. I forgot who said this, but there's a stat where it's like, if you write down your goals, you're like 40% more likely to hit that goal compared to if you didn't write it down. So if you're tracking every day, you're writing this down every day, so your chances of succeeding at this thing are significantly higher. There's even other stats that say if you're trying to lose weight, if you do nothing towards your diet, you do nothing towards your training, if you just simply track your weight, you track your, if you want to change your weight, you track your weight, you're gonna lose weight. Like there's a super high percentage of people that once they start tracking their weight, they start losing weight, even without like changing anything else, because they're just aware of it. Once you're aware of it, once you're tracking it, you can see progress towards it. So make it real, write it down. You know, when you write something down, you make it real. So I think tracking is one of the biggest things that everyone should start doing, especially if you want to improve with fitness or improve any area of your life. So yeah, those are some of the main things that just came to mind that I want to share with you guys. And I've had a few people asking me questions about this, or I've seen certain mistakes they're making. So this video should cover a lot of those things. And it's just a new way to look at your progress, a new way to look at your fitness journey, a new way to look at how much progress you're making and how to look at fitness overall. So hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments or reach out to me personally. And if you want coaching, if you want me to actually help you with fitness, put together a whole plan for you and help you track and give you feedback along the way to guarantee you do hit that final goal, just send me a DM or comment down below or message me privately, whatever you want, and I'm happy to help you out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.